Hey, what's up, Twitter? First of all, thank you for the kind words about my lady. Really appreciate it. She's my superhero. I'm gonna end it there. So anyway, here we go. This was a question that was brought up by Malika. Shout out. And it seems like an easy question, but it's actually more layered than most people think. I believe. It's essentially, should I move to LA? Do I need an agent first? Is the proximity is that more important? And how many scripts do I need? Let's start with the scripts. I would say that doesn't matter. I would say it's more important that, I mean, someone could have 100 scripts, and so it's like you can't think of like, hey, I got 100 scripts, now I'm ready. Like all those scripts could be terrible, but there could be this person over here who has one script that is amazing, and that's what's going to break them through. So for me, the question there would be, getting that sort of pat on the head from someone who knows who they're talking about, whether it's an agent or a producer or writer who knows what they're talking about, and just asking them, does it look like I'm cut out for this on the page and personality wise? And if they're like, yep, then great. Then it doesn't matter how many scripts you have. It really doesn't, because you're gonna write more scripts anyway, right? I hope so. I mean, that's the gig. Move to LA, or let's go with agent first. Do you need an agent first? No. I mean, it's helpful. I would say, see, this is a layered question. If And I think it depends on age. If you're 40 and you have let's say you live in Iowa, you have a family, you have your whatever 5-bedroom house, four kids, cat, dog, pool, all of that, all your family is around you, living a great life. Nah, I wouldn't move. I wouldn't move out to LA, and I wouldn't uproot my whole family and move to LA for the gamble of what? You would be gambling that you're gonna get essentially only a feature job, and the cost of that, having that same life in LA, is gonna be millions of dollars. So whatever, if you can afford that, then yeah, I probably would. But if you can't, if you're gonna like take your, whole family and stuff them into a studio apartment for the gamble of a feature open writing assignment, essentially, nah, I wouldn't gamble that. I would just write my spec scripts. Are we still calling it that? That's what I know it as. So I'm gonna keep calling that. I don't care. I wouldn't gamble for that. And the other part of that is the odds of you as a 40 plus getting landing a staffing gig is almost nothing. Why? And a lot of people think it's because of ageism. I don't think it's because of that. I think it's because they know that they can't treat you like shit. You've had the life experience, and you're like, listen, I'm not gonna let you treat me like bullshit. I'm not some young kid where I'm just gonna put up with bullshit. Fuck that. And so then they see that as being difficult. No, it's not. It's not being difficult. It's just saying, listen, I'm not gonna put up with bullshit. Moving on. If to 20, like around. If you're 20, hell yeah, move out, and like, probably all your stuff fits in a little backpack. Yeah, move the fuck out. put on your backpack and get out here. Why? Because, yeah, proximity, you're young, you can roll the dice, you don't have attachments, you don't have family and kids and all of that. So yeah, move out and go for it. But there's some things you got to think about. You got to think about the price, and I know that's apparently it's controversial. I don't know why. The price of how much you're gonna have to pay for rent and so forth. And if you're from a rich family and they can pay your whole way, then hell yeah, move out and just have them pay your whole way. And by the way, if your parents are rich, then figure out who they know at an agency. Go be an intern there, and your Rolodex will be set up for your entire life. And all of those people will, not all of them, half of them will get cut out because they didn't make the cut. The other half will scatter. Some will become agents, but then a lot of other ones will go be executives, producers, whatever else. So yeah, if you're set up like that, then yeah, use it. I guess capitalism, right? But otherwise, understand that the cheapest place you're gonna find around is like $2,000, something like that. I don't know, like pull it up. So you're gonna have to afford that. But the other thing that I think people don't think about is there's a lot of rich kids out here, who their parents are paying for everything, and they're able to and those might become some of your friends, and they want to be in the business and everything, and they're able to drop like boom $300 on a meal, drink and meal, and cool them out later, jump in my Range Rover that mommy or daddy bought me. That's realistic. So understand that entertainment's going to cost you more. Restaurants are more expensive. Drink, one drink, $20, with tip. Understand that part. So I would probably save up some money. Proximity. That's something I think people don't think about from the standpoint of not only just being around like they think of it as like, if I'm in proximity, then I'm going to meet a bunch of people. Maybe, but if you're just walking around the streets, maybe not. You have to actively go do it. And that's why I recommend trying to intern if you can. And I have a rant about that that's coming up next. But proximity in the sense of LA is billboards everywhere. Giant billboards going up the sides of buildings, 100 feet tall and so forth, and seeing that should inspire you. It should both inspire you and fucking scare you, because that's the realization of what could be, but also what you're up against. So I think that proximity is helpful. That's it. Later.